Crispy, creamy, and oh so addicting. These smoked bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers are everything that you want in a snack food, and they'll leave your mouth watering after every single bite.
So the first step in today's video is we need to get our jalapenos and we're gonna chop them up. So the first thing that we need to do is we're gonna go ahead and chop the top off of the jalapeno. Go ahead and move that off to the side. So now that we have the top cut off, we're gonna go ahead and we're actually gonna go ahead and slice this straight down the middle just like this, so that way we could reveal all these seeds. Then we're gonna go ahead and take a little spoon and we're just gonna go ahead and scoop out all the flesh in here. Now if you want it to be kind of spicy, you could leave like some of these veins in here, some of these seeds, but if you don't want them super spicy, you just want that great jalapeno flavor, go ahead and scoop as much out as you can so that it looks like this. So again, we're just gonna repeat the process with the other half of our jalapeno, and there we go, voila, we have our final product. This to me is one of my favorite things to eat during football season, during football games. There's just nothing like bacon wrapped around a jalapeno filled with cream cheese. This is delicious. So now as you see, we have this all spread out like that. So now we're gonna bring this back and we're just gonna empty out all of our veins. So this is really easy, really simple. This is actually a really fast recipe too. So as you see, I just pick up the jalapeno and kind of just in one scoop, I apply pressure and I can kind of just scoop it all out just like that. Now you do want to be careful when you're doing this, because if you scrape too hard, jalapeno juices could fly out and smack you in the face. I mean, I'm not like a testament to that, or I don't know how you'd say it, but it has happened to me before. One time when I first started doing this, so I kind of always hold the back of the spoon to my face like this and I kind of cup it so that, like, I'm shielded a little bit as I'm doing it. Because if you just take and you just start flinging it and flapping it like that, you're gonna have juices flying around everywhere. So I try to be as careful as I possibly can. And when you're at the store, you want to find big jalapenos, because when you cut this in half, see how there's a well for this to sit? If you get small jalapenos, it's gonna look kind of flat. So just little bits of advice that could probably help you, as you're at the store trying to pick this stuff out. So now that we have all of these ready to go right here, we're gonna go ahead and fill them up. So now as you guys see, we have our cream cheese mixture here. What I did is I just took a little 8-ounce cream cheese block, or whatever size they are, those little rectangle blocks you get at the store, put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. This just kind of makes it to where it's more easily spreadable, because what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be taking a nice little blob like this, you're gonna be taking your jalapeno, you're just gonna be scooping some in there, and then I kind of just like to take and like gently pack it in there, kind of just like this, and then I will take and I'll kind of like scrape off some of the top, because I don't want it to be like oozing out. I want like that well to be filled in there, kind of perfect. Now as you guys see, what we have here is a beautiful little jalapeno, and it's filled up with this cream cheese and it's ready to be wrapped in bacon. So let's go ahead and repeat the process. We're gonna go ahead and get a big nice scoop, and this is what I was talking about, those big wells. You'll see here on this one's gonna be able to hold a lot more cream cheese. So this is gonna be a really pleasing bite for whoever gets this bad boy. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's a nice little plop of cream cheese. And so as you guys see, I have about 10 jalapenos here, which was originally 5. And this 8-ounce block of cream cheese, honestly, I think could probably do about 8 jalapenos, so maybe 16. If you figure about 1 ounce of cream cheese per jalapeno, you split it in half, so it's really ½ ounce, in there per little cream cheese. But I have 10 little jalapenos. Let's see how far this 8 ounce gets me. I'm assuming that I'll have some leftovers, because I don't think I'll use a whole 8 ounces on just 10 of these little bad boys. But like I said, we'll go ahead and see. You never know. Really just depends on how big your jalapenos are. If you get super fatties, I mean, maybe it won't fit all the way. And then for the bacon today, we have a nice thicker cut bacon that I like to put on there. And I like to put a thicker cut bacon on there just because when you do that, it allows it to smoke for a little bit longer. If you do thin bacon, it'll be crispy a lot faster than it would be if you use the thick cut. And that's it. So now we have all 10 of these bad boys done. As you see, we still have enough to do, about maybe 2 more in there, but not a lot left because these are bigger jalapenos. So let's go on to the next step. So before we go ahead and put our bacon anywhere, I want to get one of these greased down. So I'm gonna go ahead, get my spray, and I'm just gonna throw a couple little lines of grease right underneath of it. And now what this is gonna do is this is going to allow, when I put the bacon on here, I can fill up a whole bunch on here, and it's much easier to get on and off the smoker, just doing this, instead of trying to put each individual one on the smoker, then pulling it off when it's done. That way when it's done, I can just take the whole rack off, call it good. So let's go ahead and wrap them and bake them and get it set on here. So we got a piece of bacon, and what I like to do is I like to take a flap of bacon, and I kind of like to go halfway to where it just sits there right on the bottom, and then I'm just gonna take, and I'm just gonna wrap this around, and this is a really long piece of bacon. I don't know what in the world happened here. So now that we're closing out there, you see we have that kind of wrapped at the bottom. Now I'm gonna take this little piece back, I'm gonna kind of fold it up over the top. That way everything is very nice and enclosed and your cream cheese won't ooze out. So now again, I'm gonna go ahead, repeat the process all the way through again, coming in about halfway. Now I'm just gonna be picking it up. I'm gonna be wrapping this around in a circle, coming back over and around, pulling that up nice and snug. And you wanna make sure you don't go too snug because bacon is gonna shrink as it cooks, that fat's gonna render. And if it's too tight, it could ooze out all this cream cheese and that wouldn't be good. But look at how we're looking, guys. I don't know about you, but these look like delicious little snacks that's about to go on my smoker. This is also relatively cheap to make too. When all things considered, jalapenos are cheap, cream cheese isn't too expensive. Now, bacon can get kind of pricey, you know, if you're using good bacon, but hey, these little snacks are absolutely delicious. So this is gonna be the last one that I'm doing for you guys. So I think you guys get the idea. Just kind of make sure the cream cheese is covered, kind of make sure that the bacon is wrapped up. And in these instances, when I can't go all the way back over the top, I'm not gonna, you know, stretch this any farther. I'll just kind of tuck it, you know, underneath like that and just let it sit that way. So I hope you guys have a good idea of how this is done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of this off camera and I'll see you out at the smoker. So now that we have all these jalapeno poppers ready to go out onto the smoker, we need to go out there and get it started. So today I'm gonna be using my Pit Boss Austin XL. I actually have some leftover hickory pellets in my hopper. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of stir those around. Then I'm gonna get my smoker preheated to 250 degrees. And when you start up a Pit Boss or any kind of pellet smoker, it lets out a lot of dirty smoke initially. So you wanna open that up, kind of let that out. Then once that's calmed down, we're gonna go ahead, shut it down and let it come up to the right internal temperature of 250 degrees. So now that our smoker is started and preheated, ready to rock and roll, we have our jalapeno poppers ready to go on there. There's only one thing left to do, go out there and put them on. So I'll see you guys outside. All right, you guys, so we're actually out here right now at the Pit Boss. It's a little windy out, so sorry if you hear a little bit of muffling. Obviously my smoker's outside. I can't bring it inside to get perfect audio. I know, it's first world problems. My smoker has to be outside. All right, anyways, we have this tray here. We're gonna go ahead and throw it on. I'm anticipating that this is gonna take anywhere from about, you know, I'd say a good 90 minutes to 2 hours. This bacon is thicker cut bacon, so it's gonna take a long time, especially at 250 degrees to cook down. We have hickory smoke rolling in here right now. This is gonna suck in really nice into this bacon. Bacon just takes on hickory smoke really good. I love it. I just absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and get it on there and I'll show you what I do next. So I don't know if you can see here, but we're rolling right at 250 degrees. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. See, we got this nice, clear, thin blue smoke rolling on this. And this is the beauty of this tray. We're literally just gonna take it and set it on. And then when it's done, we're just gonna take it and pull it off. Now we're just gonna go ahead and shut this down and let it do its thing. So now that we have this on the smoker, I'm gonna check it every 30 minutes on the dot. I'm not gonna include that into this video because this is one of those cooks where this is a very unique cook. Everybody likes their bacon a little different. Some people might like it a little bit more soggy. Some people like it super, super crispy. And it depends on what kind of bacon you use. This is thick cut bacon. There's thin cut bacon. There's center cut bacon. There's all different kinds of different cuts. So it's really, really important that you just keep an eye on this. If it's at 250 degrees, I don't see it ever taking less than 30 minutes. Maybe if it's like paper thin bacon, like if you shaved it yourself or something. But I think around 45 minutes is when you'll start to be done on most thin cut bacon. So I'm gonna come out whenever mine is done and I'll show you what it looks like at that point. So let's just jump right to that scene because we're gonna time travel and it's not gonna take 90 minutes because I'm making a video and that's just how videos work. So let's just jump to the scene. Oh my gosh, what happened to my hand? Oh wait, no, that's just a mitt. So that means we're gonna get these off. Sorry, I'm weird. I thought it'd be like a funny little joke if I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? You know, my hand's green, it's weird now, but whatever. It's been almost 2 hours now with this on here. I've been coming out and checking. I've been coming out and checking this pretty frequently. And this is thick cut bacon, so it's taken a long time for this to actually cook down. So for reference, I'm gonna open my pit up. I'm gonna show you what mine looks like at about the hour and 50 minute marks. We'll go ahead and we'll go from there. All right, so here we go. This is what we got going on here. As you guys see, this is crisped up really, really nice. Our pepper here has sweated down a whole lot. Our bacon is looking nice and crispy. It's still a little fatty in this part right here, so I would have preferred for it to get super crispy, but that only happens with thin cut. Thick cut, you're gonna have a little bit of fat in your bacon still, but that's really freaking hot. Try to do that as long as I could. Here, let me do this. Let me get it onto here so I can show it to you guys. So this is what it looks like. Well, again, the jalapeno is kind of really sweated down. It's probably really soft and tender in there now. This bacon is cooked up real nice. This is about an hour and 50 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get this off and let's give it a try. All right, you guys, I am back inside now. It is time to devour one of these little pieces. This little guy has been calling my name. It like opened up a little bit. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just the cream cheese in here, the bacon is nice and crispy. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a bite. I'm doing the whole thing, by the way. One bite, let's go. This is lights out. I'm not over exaggerating. Make this. This is literally lights out. I've seen a lot of videos where people put in like barbecue seasonings and different kinds of stuff. Don't. I've done that before. I do think it adds amazing, unique flavor. However, there's something so special about simplicity. The flavor that the jalapeno gives when it's been cooked down kind of softens up a little bit. It's not like crunchy and hard anymore. It just adds that little tiny bit of spice along with the taste of that pepper that's cooked all the way through. Then you have that bacon that's crispy, it's salty, it's savory, that just kind of renders down all over that cream cheese, which is very nice and creamy. So they call it cream cheese. And it just has that like thick and rich flavor that when you combine the spicy, the rich, the savory, all together in one little bite, it makes for something extremely heavenly, like this little bad boy right here. But this, guys, is absolutely phenomenal. I'm already too deep and I'm about to keep going, so I need to end this video here right now. I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys. All of you that are subscribed, you watch, you comment down below. It means a lot to me. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, make these, try them, share it with your neighbor, make him happy. Or her. So as always, guys, I hope you have a great day, night, whatever time it is when you have found this video, and I'll see you guys in my next jalapeno popper. Peace.